Isn't that cool? We installed all the pipes for the water system. So it comes here and divides, and this goes to the kitchen and that goes to the bathroom.
That's perfect, right? Not really. We work and work and work, and then well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Let's start doing this all over again.
All over again. I'm Duca.
And I'm Roberta.
And together we are building our own time shipping container house.
So don't forget to subscribe
And to join us every Monday for a new episode.
Well, the idea for this week was to install the water pipes.
Yeah, but before we could start doing that, we needed to cover all the wastewater pipes. The reason for that is because we want to have the water, the clear water, on the top of the wastewater, just in case if in the future we have any problem, any leak on the wastewater pipes, this water won't contaminate the clear water. This is enough, right?
Isn't that cool? We installed all the pipes for the water system. So it comes here and divides, and this goes to the kitchen and that goes to the bathroom.
That's perfect, right? Not really. Yeah. We actually changed our mind in something, and that something is gonna change a lot of things. So we have a lot of things to fix. So let's start by doing this.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? We work and work and work, and then well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Let's start doing this all over again.
All over again.
I slept all night on a big white ship. Seagulls were dancing all around. I woke up with a sunrise on the sea. Such a precious gift to me. The salty breeze and the waves, the slow pace. The salty breeze and the waves. I'm out of our place. follow the road of the moon. We drove all day towards the coast. It remembered me, the beauty of this life. Such a feeling.
This is ready. Next week we're gonna make it look prettier because we have some more concrete stuff to do. So we're gonna prepare some concrete and make this look prettier. So let's finish this part then.
Salty breeze in my lungs. On and on and on and on. Salty breeze and the waves, the slower pace, the salty breeze and the waves, no matter our place. I want to live in an arbor town. Like to see the boats leaving at the break of dawn. I want to live in an arbor town, surrounded by the sea my art is free. The salty breeze and the waves, the slow pace, the salty breeze and the waves, no matter our place.
The outside is done for now. The only thing we need to do before we can try out the water is to go inside and lock both ends of the pipes.
And wait for 1 hour.
Yeah, and then we need to wait for 1 hour. But let's do that first. Let's go inside. That's it. From here the water won't come anymore. The reason why we're doing that is because we need to test the whole pipe system, and if we don't do that, the water is going to end up inside of the house. So we need to lock both pipes that comes through and inside of the house. That's the first one. Now we have one more to go. That's it. All done for today. What do we need to do now?
We need to wait for 1 hour
Yeah.
to try it out.
Yeah, these need to dry for 1 hour before we can have water on the pipes. But as we wait, we have a lot to explain actually. You guys must be confused with all the chains of pipes, and we're gonna walk you through why we change what we change. So let's get the camera and go outside. Let's start. In order to make sense, we're gonna give you a tour of the water since the source of water. We're gonna take you through since the water appears in the land until we use the water, right?
Yeah.
So the house is down there, but the water actually doesn't start there. The water starts here.
Yeah.
What's here?
We have a natural source here, so we have a pump here to pump the water.
Yeah, there is a tank, an underground tank, a huge tank really far away down, and that's really old, but it's a really big and clean tank and works perfectly. The water is really clean. And then from here, this pump, yeah, we are off grid. It's pretty cool. We have our own water. So this pump pumps uphill, so we can use the gravity in our favor, right? So we pump this to a higher tank, and from the higher tank, it's all gravity. So let's take them to the higher tank uphill.
Let's go.
So this is the source of water. I mean, not the source, that's where we store the water.
The tank.
How many liters is that?
3,000 liters of water.
So this is 3,000 liters of water that is pumped from down there, from underground. And from here, through this pipe, it goes downhill to the house, and to the other house, and to the upper little, how we call it? Shed. Yeah, it goes to the shed, goes to the house, and to the other house.
The view from here is amazing. The tank has the best view of the land, I guess.
Yeah, there are two reasons the tank is here. One thing is high, it's the highest point of the land, so it's better, we have more pressure down there. And also because there is this tree and the water doesn't get much sun, because it's bad for the tank to be right on the sun all day long. So like here it's protected by the tree and the sun comes like here, so it's pretty protected.
We hope you understood where the water comes from.
Yeah, now it's time to explain you the reason why we change all the pipes, all the connections. There's a good reason for that.
Yeah.
Let's explain you. So now the water is here, right? This is the water coming from the tank, the high tank. This is the first lock. This is where we can lock the water to stop the water from going to the house. That means if we need to fix anything on the pipes, we just lock the water here.
Yeah.
The reason why, now it's a little bit longer explanation, but the reason why we change all these connections is because we need to change the pressure system. Let me explain. Before today, we were going to install an electric heater for the water. We were going to have a shower that there is a heater inside, and the heater heats the water right on the shower. That means we don't need to have a hot water system. But
by electricity, right?
yeah, by electricity. Ooh, he's wet. He went to the lagoon. Yeah, there's a small lake back there. He was on the lake. Yeah, so basically this was fine, would work fine, good. But as soon as we had the decision of making a bathtub, we thought we could use a small electric heater for the bathtub. But we found out later, as usual, that the heater for the bathtub is too slow. It wouldn't heat fast enough, and by the time you finish heating, you finish getting the bathtub full, it would be cold already. You would need to have an extra pump just to keep pumping the water back and forth through the heater and through the bathtub, and like that we would waste a lot of energy. So what did we do?
We changed our minds.
Like always, of course. We decided to use a gas heater. But to use a gas heater, we need to give preference of the pressure of the gas. Because when you heat up the water on the gas heater, you lose pressure of water. That means that it's better if we have more pressure on the heater than on the cold water. Because once the heater gets to the cold water, hot and cold, they have the same pressure or close to the same pressure. So we need to have more pressure on the heater than on the cold water. So this changes.
And that's why we changed all the pipes.
Yeah. So basically here, we did it in a way that we can give preference to the heater. So here, when it comes, it used to go straight and then this way. And if that happens, this way would have more pressure than that way, because it's a straight line and this is a derivation.
And there's the kitchen, right?
Yeah, here's the kitchen. So now we have a turn here, and then the kitchen is the derivation now, and the straight way is that way.
And we have a curve that's like...
Instead of a 90 degree, we have a low curve. So from here,
it is a 90 degree.
Now, the water coming here goes to the bathroom, but it's not the main way. This is another derivation. That means that this way would have more pressure. Supposedly, of course, this is theoretical, and there is more things involving in that, like the amount of connections and all of these small things change the pressure of the water system. But it's always better to have a straight line where you want to have pressure. So from here goes straight, another curve, straight, curve, straight, and the heater is going to be here in the future. I'm not sure if next week or next month, but the heater is going to be here. So that means that we gave preference to have straight lines instead of derivations for the water coming through the heater, because we need more pressure here. The manufacturer says that we need to have a certain amount of pressure, that we are right on the limit, so we don't want to lose pressure. And the gas for the heater is going to go straight here, and we're going to have a small gas lock here. in the future that we need to build still. And in this way, hopefully the system is gonna work. That's the idea at least, right?
Let's try it.
Yeah. Now that we've been waiting for one hour. We can open we didn't open yet. We need to open and see if there is any leak. That's the reason why we are talking that much, is because we need to wait for that to dry. And after that we can try, and if there is no leak we can cover the whole thing and we'll be done.
So it's time for the truth. Any leak?
Let's wait for the water to come here. Did you open all the way?
Yeah.
You need to open all the way?
Yeah.
So far no leak here.
That's good.
The most important right now is to see if there is leak inside of the house, and then we keep checking all the connections. Let me check this one and I will be right outside.
Remember when we say that dogs like to stay under the house? No leaks. No leaks?
No leaks at all?
No.
Not here?
No.
The last one? Here is fine. Oh, on the bottom of the house we need to check. No leaks at all. You know what that means?
We can close the...
Yeah?
Yeah.
The front yard is looking really terrible this week. Now let's fix this.
Yeah.
Let's close the hose.
We have an important announcement today.
Yeah, but as usual we are talking too much already. So we decide that as this is a really long announcement, we are gonna write down on the comment section below. On the first comment is gonna be the announcement. It's an important one for those of you who watch us every week, about the episode 2 weeks from now. So I suggest you just to read.
Yeah.
But we see you guys next Monday.